It's very obvious when you're lying. You are not very good at lying.
Okay. It is black.
I like unblocking toilets. I'm really good at it. I don't like kind of thing organizing things, cleaning up like kind of gross stuff. I like.
Welcome to Clip Fame, where Hollywood's funniest moments become unforgettable. In the Odyssey, Robert Pattinson takes on a mysterious villain role, but off-screen, he's one of the funniest and most unpredictable people in the cast. These are some of Robert Pattinson's funniest moments, the kind that leave everyone around him barely able to keep a straight face.
Penelope did have a little bit of an emotional affair as well.
You're really trying to make this work, bro. You gotta watch the movie again.
You're such bad news. You're such bad news.
Do you remember when we had to it was a scene where we were sleeping, and so we were like spooning as the characters, and then my phone was stuck between us, and I was like, what's that?
These things didn't happen. This is like an interview.
Yes, they did.
Do you think Robert Pattinson is easy to read or completely unpredictable? Around Jennifer Lawrence, he seems to go into full freeze mode.
You famously once auditioned for Twilight?
Yeah, I auditioned for Twilight.
Do you wish you put the part?
No.
Why? Wait. Do you think The Hunger Games is cooler than Twilight?
No.
A damn lie.
Truthful. Breaking news!
But when he's talking to Zendaya, he immediately realizes that she's lying.
What's something you're glad you did once but will never do again? Skydiving.
It's very obvious when you're lying. You are not very good at lying.
Okay. It is black. I'll never go skydiving, babe. I'm not trying to die.
You're literally like, skydiving.
I did not say it like that. I said it convincingly.
On top of that, the fun real-life chemistry between Antinous and the goddess Athena also leads to some hilarious and completely unexpected exchanges.
Some of our bonding was the phone calls of like, hey, can you talk real quick? Like, just saw you an hour ago. What's up, Rob?
Tell me to shut up a lot.
And especially in the newly released The Odyssey, Robert Pattinson himself admitted that it was the most carefully crafted and ambitious production he had ever been part of in his entire acting career.
How would you each describe this moment in your life?
How would you describe it, Rob?
I'm quite exhausted. And there's still a long way to go. But no, it's great. It's amazing.
But other than that, it's amazing.
You know, normally if you're doing a Hollywood movie, the base camp is 10 seconds away from the set. When you're shooting a Chris Nolan movie, it's like, oh, that's a 45-minute hike in sandals. They're full costume.
I mean, every location we went to,
At 40, Robert Pattinson plays Antinous, the most arrogant and dangerous of the suitors competing for Penelope while Odysseus is away. After the Batman and a string of unconventional roles, he once again shows how he can turn that cold, mysterious edge into something especially compelling for a villain in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Even though Christopher Nolan is such a legendary director, Rob is still pretty selective, so he wanted to read the script before accepting the role, which got the whole room laughing.
Who said yes before reading the script?
I think everyone.
Except Rob.
I did. I literally why I said this.
When the question came up about who accepted the role before even reading the script, almost the entire cast immediately admitted they were guilty, except Robert Pattinson. But that also shows how carefully he chooses roles that feel right and lasting. And the result speaks for itself, because his performance as Antinous has been getting a lot of praise. Not only that, the way he tells the story on the show is incredibly charming.
Am I in the Odyssey?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
What?
Yes, yeah. This person is well and truly in it. We
Is
were
it
just
Bill-
being stupid.
Okay, is it Bill Irwin? Okay, do I live in Ithaca?
Sometimes.
Is
Used
it-
to.
Is it Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Sometimes. This person is well and truly in the Odyssey, yeah.
Lovely man.
These two is hilarious. I cannot think of a more perfect Odysseus. When you watched the film back, was there a scene of Matt's that you were like most in awe of?
Tied to the mast.
Yeah, the silence.
I mean, there's a thing which Matt did when we were shooting something and he was in the trailer next to me and he was making these noises at the trailer.
Oh, I heard that too.
And I was like, because he's such a nice guy. And I'm like, I thought he was on the phone. And I'm like, he's a complete psycho. Like, and he's just like screaming and screaming and screaming. And I'm like, either like you're having a really bad like toilet experience. Like, and he was blowing his voice out just to sound older. And I was just like, seeing him on the mast, I'm like, jeez, you're taking years off your life doing this.
It's amazing.
Robert Pattinson tells this story with a mix of admiration and amusement. The whole cast thought Matt Damon was having some intense phone call, but it turned out he was just shouting and working on his voice to make Odysseus sound older and more weathered. From the moment he read the script, Robert Pattinson knew the Odyssey was exactly the kind of story Christopher Nolan was born to make, especially with how meticulous Nolan is as a director.
It's just the perfect story for Chris. From the second I first read the script, even though I'm in the movie, I'm really imagining myself watching the movie. And I'm like, I'm almost more excited to watch it. What's interesting is that Rob wasn't just excited to be in the movie. He was genuinely excited for the Odyssey as a viewer too, because even on the page, the story already felt huge, gripping, and unmistakably Nolan. When an actor is that eager to watch the very movie he's starring in, that's probably one more reason for audiences to be excited too. And when he was asked what it was like working with Matt Damon, Robert Pattinson somehow ended up focusing on his abs.
How was it working with Matt?
You could see his abs through his shirt. The first day I turned up, I'm like, how can I see abs? You got a loose t-shirt on.
How was it working with him?
Rob showed up on his first day and was immediately distracted by one very serious question. How could Matt Damon's abs be visible through a loose t-shirt? The way Rob tells it so deadpan makes his compliment about Matt's abs even funnier than an actual joke.
Okay, so Rob is a liar. Here are the rules.
Oh, I'm sweating. Like when I first got the call, I sat in the garden and like looked at the sun. And I was literally like,
God.
and I was like,
I'm Batman. When's my birthday?
I think you're a Capricorn, no?
No.
Sagittarius?
Yes.
I think people can't tell when I'm trying to tell a joke and then someone writes it down and then it looks like I'm saying it seriously and they're like, he's lying. Once you tell stories a bunch of times, you have to add little bits and pieces to it, and then eventually it starts to get out of control.
You have a bad reputation.
I know, I'm literally getting asked like, so you're a liar.
Zoë Kravitz has clearly seen this side of Rob plenty of times, so she has no problem flat out calling him a liar. Meanwhile, Robert casually explains that he may start off joking, but once the story gets written up somewhere, it suddenly sounds way more serious than he meant it to. With Rob, an ordinary memory can start with getting cast as Batman, and somehow end with him sitting in the yard, staring at the sky and declaring, "I am Batman." When they were asked to comment on Zendaya's Athena, Anne Hathaway and Tom Holland immediately showered her with praise, while Robert Pattinson looked like he hadn't quite prepared his answer.
What about her do you think made her the perfect Athena?
She's divine. Divine and powerful. She really like holds the screen. She's pretty strong like that.
Yeah, and
I do.
What's gonna happen?
I do.
All around good gal.
After Anne and Tom enthusiastically said everything there was to say, it was Rob's turn, and he kind of froze like all the best compliments had already been taken. But those few awkward seconds actually make the conversation even funnier, because even though all three react in totally different ways, they still create a natural, hilarious back and forth. Robert Pattinson has never really seemed like the biggest fan of Edward Cullen, the vampire character he played in Twilight.
And we were shooting forever.
If Edward was not a fictional character and you just met him in reality, you know, he's one of those guys who'd be like an axe murderer. When you put the bare facts out, he tells I'd killed 40 or 50 people, and he's like, you really shouldn't, and I want to kill you so much. Every single day, every moment I'm with you, I desperately wanted to kill you. And she's like, I don't care, I love you. And it's like, well, there's definitely something wrong with her, and there's very obviously something wrong with me.
The way Rob sees the character, Edward isn't exactly some dreamy romantic lead. He's more like a deeply alarming person if he existed in real life. He keeps talking about wanting to hurt Bella, and Bella still decides to love him like that's just a minor detail. Rob doesn't just point out how absurd that is, he also drags himself into the joke with a perfectly deadpan ending, which makes his criticism of Twilight feel sharp and hilarious at the same time. Guess what Robert Pattinson likes doing when he's not acting? Relaxing, reading, or happily unclogging toilets? Apparently that really is one of his hobbies.
I like unblocking toilets. I'm really good at it. I don't like kind of thing organizing things, cleaning up like kind of gross stuff. I like
When talking about people who hate Twilight even though they've never seen it, Robert Pattinson suddenly realizes he's not exactly innocent either.
The people who don't like it are generally people who haven't seen it, and they're like all judgmental and stuff and cynical people. But I think I am a judgmental and cynical person who would just mindlessly hate it without ever having seen anything. So like, I just think I'm a bad person.
Rob spends a few seconds defending Twilight, then immediately admits that he also tends to judge and dislike things for no clear reason. Instead of trying to make himself look right, he just concludes that he's a bad person, which makes both the defense and the cell phone funny in a way that feels very Robert Pattinson. In his conversations with Robert Pattinson, Zendaya almost always seems to pick Spider-Man over Batman, and Rob's reaction is what really makes it fun to watch.
Spider-Man would kick Batman's ass.
Does he have superpowers?
I mean, the thing he has like superpowers, right?
Yeah, come on over. Come on over.
Oh, I can't do
you
it.
can't. I know you physically can't. But we know we're hating. I'm bound by law to disagree with you.
That natural back and forth is what makes the conversation so charming and funny. Because even though Batman keeps getting left behind, Rob still manages to turn every answer into an entertaining little moment. Behind the romance of Twilight were some hilarious, almost impossible to get through moments, when Robert Pattinson and his co-stars laughed so hard they couldn't finish the scene.
They still get dead.
Shut up.
And set.
Rob, he's waiting for you.
What? For fuck's sake. What?
Still rolling.
Wait for what?
Your line to finish.
Oh, sorry.
After all those moments during Tenet when he didn't fully understand what he was even filming, Robert Pattinson probably learned his lesson. Read the script before stepping into Christopher Nolan's world.
It's so funny because I agree with you, like, right? You have that interaction with Christopher Nolan, Christopher Nolan, and he's doing the Odyssey and he's thinking of you, you just say yes. Unless you're Robert Pattinson. And Robert Pattinson says, I can't wait to read it.
Just kill me.
I don't know what's going on.
No, I don't know why. I literally I sound like such a knob, like literally saying this. It was supposed to be like more of a humble thing, and it makes me sound so arrogant.
He said, I asked him about it earlier today, and he was like, yeah, as a matter of fact, he did.
I also thought Chris was so funny in his reaction, just saying like, he's like,
you want to read it?
Everyone else said yes.
Everyone else has said yes.
I was like, no, it's fine. I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
That's funny. I think I'm good. When do we shoot? But it was, I would imagine also.
Just hearing Christopher Nolan's name is probably enough for most actors to say yes before even asking what the movie is about. But Robert Pattinson still wanted to read the script first, and then laughed at himself like that was somehow the weirdest response in the room. That contrast says a lot about how powerful the Odyssey is as a project. And it also makes Rob stand out because he still brings that same curiosity, caution, and slightly awkward charm into a film everyone would want to be part of. Some scenes stay with actors because of the emotion, but Zoë Kravitz probably remembers this one because she had to lie under a Batman suit that had basically turned into a sauna.
And there's this bit where you're on top of me on a table, and it's, you know, so hot in the suit, and he kept on sweating on me.
I heard there was the sweat during that scene.
Yep, lots of sweat.
That was Zoe.
Is that not the best icebreaker in the world, to basically sweat on each other's faces as soon as you get
First of all, not each other. I just want to be clear. I wasn't sweating on your face. She was sweating on my face, and it was a one-way street.
He sweat in my mouth. First day one, sweat in mouth.
Robert talks about sweating all over Zoe's face so casually that it almost sounds like a perfectly normal part of filmmaking. Thankfully, they can both laugh about it now because behind one intense scene was an experience that was hot, awkward, and unforgettable. And Robert is apparently so busy that he openly admits he rarely even watches the movies he makes.
Robert, is this true that you very rarely watch your own performances?
No, I mean, there's definitely some I haven't watched.
Do you want to say which ones?
No.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm really good. I kind of feel sad.
Why?
It's the end.
Oh.
Robert Pattinson puts a lot into every role, but once the movie is done, he's sometimes the one person who still hasn't actually seen it.
There's a lot of books in the Cullen household, but know what to expect when you're expecting a half vampire child.
No, they look on Google Images. That was one of the funniest scenes I've ever had to do in my life. It's like, really? We're all like 300-year-old geniuses, and we just go, it's like, vampire baby, like, on Google Images. And yeah, that was our research into it. It's like, I can't find anything!
The way Robert tells this story makes the Twilight set sound both ridiculous and weirdly adorable, because sometimes a huge fantasy moment really does begin with the whole crew sitting around typing 2 words, vampire baby. When a reporter throws him an unexpected question, Robert Pattinson often has to sit and think for a while before landing on an answer that's both honest and unmistakably funny.
Guess which film of yours features in the most people's 4 favorites on Letterboxd? One that you picked.
Twilight.
To find the right feel for a character, Robert Pattinson sometimes imitates the director's voice in his head. But that approach ended up creating a misunderstanding so funny that the director had to quickly step in and clarify things.
I'm basically doing, to my ear, I'm doing the director's accent, so I'm just kind of doing it all the time. But also there was this John...
Does he know that?
He always says, you're not playing me, stop telling people you're playing me, because you're playing a psychopath. but if you hadn't noticed.
Even back in the Harry Potter days, Robert Pattinson didn't like doing things the normal way. He even came up with his own version of how to hold a wand.
I remember holding a wand and thinking that it felt so dorky to hold it like a magic wand, so I'm holding it like a gun with 2 hands, thinking I'm in like a Die Hard movie. I think I even have one eye closed when I'm like looking down, like it's got a viewfinder on it.
That's also what makes Robert so interesting. He's a little quirky, wildly imaginative, and always able to turn the smallest detail into a story that makes people laugh.
No, he doesn't ask anybody to do anything that he's not going to do too.
No, not at all.
No, he did come tell me to hold this dog, which I was like, that dog is going to bite me. Like, you hold it. Like, he does not want to be held. That was one of the scariest stunts I think I've ever done. It wasn't even a stunt.
Did you have a fight sequence with Matt Damon in this movie?
He was like quite terrifying in the scene.
He was very scary.
Yeah, the saliva was getting very close.
What makes Robert Pattinson so captivating isn't just the mysterious or unusual characters he plays, but the way he turns every unscripted moment into something unforgettable. He can be speaking completely seriously one second, then suddenly roast himself, tell a behind-the-scenes story in a way no one expects, or come up with an idea so bizarre that the entire crew has to stop because they're laughing too hard. Robert never seems like he's trying to be the funniest person in the room, but his deadpan delivery, honesty, and uniquely unpredictable imagination somehow make everything around him spiral into chaos. Which Robert Pattinson moment made you laugh the most? Let us know in the comments, hit like, subscribe to Clip Fame, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more hilarious bloopers, unexpected behind-the-scenes stories, and the most genuine moments from Hollywood's biggest stars.